What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. Welcome back to another FPL review show as we're going to take a look at mine and Sim's team. We're going to take a look at the winners of the We Are Tottenham League, the big league that has over 2,000 people playing with us. And we're also going to take a look at the £10 league. We're going to see all the winners and losers of that league as well, where we have a lot of contributors in the channel taking part in that. Everyone's put in their money and we'll see what happens at the end of it. But we do have a competition between me and Sim to define who is the shithead of the week. Not only that, but we all put £5 in each week as well. Currently, as it stands, Ben, me, I, £10 up.
Talking in the third person.
Yeah, exactly. I am £10 up. But we'll see what happens this week. And let's start off with my team. 60 points, which I thought was quite respectable this week, to be fair. Nick Pope in goal, although I did have Ward in goal, which I could have got more points on. Dallo in defence, who got me a grand total of 0. Cancelo got sent off. He got me a grand total of -2. But Trippier got me a nice 12 points. He got taken off just before that goal, so he got that clean sheet. And that's not actually the first time that's happened with Trippier this year. He's been taken off just before Newcastle concede and gets those points for the clean sheet. Had Estepinian in defence with just 1 point. In midfield, I did quite well with Zaha getting me 12 points, goal and assist. Gordon only 1 point, but I could have got more points if I had Andreas Pereira, but I thought, was he really going to get points against Man City? But he scored the penalty. De Bruyne getting me 7 points, and Almiron getting me 8 points. And then up top, I had Haaland, captain, who came on, scored the penalty in the last minute, who gained me a goal, and Harry Kane as well, who scored, who gained 8 points. So I got 60 points this week.
But I finally get a win against Ben this week because I got 71 points. Come on. I did have Ward in goal. Cancelo obviously getting sent off with the -2. Perisic getting 1 point, but he really should have got more than that. Should have at least got a goal or an assist in there, which is very frustrating. Obviously, I had Trippier as well. Nico Williams coming in for the injured Edouard, who didn't play. My midfield, who last week was my biggest weakness, this week is my biggest strength. De Bruyne, captain, with an assist and 2 bonus points. Trossard with an assist. Maddison with 2 assists. Zaha with a goal and assist. And Eze with an assist. And then Haaland came on for the last few minutes against Fulham to get a last-minute penalty. So it took my total to 71 points. I also brought in this week De Bruyne, and I brought in Trossard as well. So 71 points.
Come on, say it.
There you go.
Dying to say it.
Put on the hat, mate.
I know you've been dying to say it.
You're the shithead of the week.
I know you've been dying to say it. Here
Put it on. Put it on. That itchy hat.
It's not even that itchy. I don't know what you're complaining about.
It's itchy, mate.
Got to get the eyes at the front.
There you go. This week's shithead. Feels good.
Great stuff.
There you go. That's what you deserve.
Still up, though. £10 to £5. £5 profit so far, but still a long way to go. But let's go and take a look at the top 3 from the big We Are Tottenham League. We've got joint second now, as Tom's team has gone into the top 3, level with Heung-min Son FC. And let's look at Tom's team. Tom Rowell, he got 60 points this week. David De Gea in goal with 1 point. Cancelo a -2. Dallo with 0, but Trippier with 12. Very similar defence to me. In the midfield, he's got Mo Salah with 15 points. Obviously, he got those 2 goals against Spurs. Martinelli 3 points. Trossard 5 points. What did Trossard do? He got a goal,
an assist.
Oh, an assist. Rashford 2 and Andreas Pereira with 6, with obviously that penalty I was talking about against Man City. And up top, he had Harry Kane 8 points and Erling Haaland with 10 points. So he's moved into level with second, and he's level with Heung-min Son FC, who got 63 points this week. Ward with 6 points, Trippier 12, Perisic 1, Cancelo -2. Rashford and Bowen 2 apiece. Zaha with 12. Maddison with 11. With Haaland captain with 10 points. Wilson with 1. And Harry Kane with 8. Did have Andreas Pereira on the bench, which he could have gone clear into second, but it wasn't to be. But the reigning champion, well, the winner at the moment, who's top of the league, is the White Hart Lanes with Edward Lane. 67 points this week with Nick Pope in goal. Van Dijk in defence, Trippier 12 points, Shah with 2 points, Doherty with 1, and in midfield he has Andreas Pereira with 6, Mo Salah with 15, Saka and Martinelli with 8 points combined, and Kane with 8, and Haaland captain with 10.
Tripled up Newcastle defence.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Smart move, to be fair.
He's coming up trumps for very often, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal are actually the ones with the most clean sheets in the league this season, but Newcastle definitely, I think they've conceded the least goals anyway. So that's the top three in the big We Are Tottenham League this week.
So we're looking at the We Are Tottenham TV £10 league, and look at that, absolutely deadlock at the top between Marlon and Sean Butler, with a Ben not far behind, to be fair, in third place. Definitely creeping up on them. If we look at
but you know, we've been getting messages from Sean Butler talking about how he's top of the league, how he's flying at the top of the league.
Well, he's made more transfers than Marlon, which puts him behind on transfer goal difference, unfortunately for Sean. So got to watch those transfers. See, to be fair to Sean, doubled up on his Newcastle defence in Shah and Bottom, and doesn't have the right one in Trippier, unfortunately. Højbjerg in there, Almiron with the goal, Trossard and Maddison up front, all three on the score sheet. No, were they on the score sheet? What did Solanke do?
Yeah, he scored.
Yeah, he scored. So Solanke, Haaland and Kane all on the score sheet, but look on his bench, Wilfried Zaha sitting there with 12 points. Why did he not have Zaha in there? I will not know. Goal and assist, missing out on those points.
For Zaha over Højbjerg against Liverpool.
He went for Højbjerg over Zaha.
I mean, Højbjerg over Zaha.
Yeah, not sure what the decision making was about there, Shawnee. Marlon taking top spot for now. He did have Henderson in goal with 0, but Justin was 7. Henry, Botman, and Cancelo not doing much, but Salah with a big haul, 15 points. Almiron, De Bruyne with an assist. Rashford nothing. Eze with an assist, and captaining Haaland with a goal. So his midfield giving him a score of 56, which is just above the average, and putting him neck and neck at the top. It couldn't be any tighter at the top of the We Are Tottenham TV £10 league. And let's just take a look at David Harris's team as we're here, still in 40th, last with 40 points. Van Dijk still captain, and not paying dividends this week. However, look at that, Greenwood.
Finally, he gets the points for Greenwood. Finally,
Greenwood from Leeds actually gets him a goal and 9 points. So maybe there's method.
An assist.
Goal and an assist.
Yeah.
So maybe there's method to the madness for Mr. Harris.
Well, he's still rooted at the bottom, and
maybe Jack Colback's gonna absolutely come back and have a stormer.
Yeah, he is 20 points adrift though. Let's be honest.
It's getting more and more adrift as it speaks. I actually had the most points in the We Are Tottenham TV £10 league this week.
Look at that.
Look at that.
And Sai as well, second from bottom. He also has persisted with Greenwood all the way till now, and finally paying its dividends. I remember everyone put in Greenwood right at the beginning because he was so cheap.
Yeah, I need to get him in because I've got bloody Stansfield in my team. He's on loan. He's on loan.
Mate.
Somerville, is he a striker?
Somerville, I think he is, isn't he?
I don't know. Maybe he is actually. I might go for him.
But there you have it. That is. Let's take a look at a few more as well. Let's look at Brains. Brains got 48 points this week using his free hit.
Free hit, interesting use of a free hit on a random week.
Yeah, and he left Haaland on his bench for 5 points, but he had Harry Kane in as his captain, so he got 16 points there. De Bruyne, Rice, Trossard, Bernardo, and Almiron. Everyone's getting Almiron in now. Do you have Almiron?
I do not.
You got to get Almiron in. And then in defence,
my midfield did just fine. Thank you very much. This week,
finally.
He did just fine. Thank you very much.
And in defence, he did shocking, to be honest. No one getting above 2 points, and Nick Pope in goal.
So he had all these attempts at getting a clean sheet with a free hit, and he didn't hit one.
He got 0. And we'll take a look at Nick as well. He did Almiron captain this week, which is fair play. Almiron captain, he got him 16 points. Trippier's got him 12 points. He's got 57 points in total. Nico Williams, Shah, Cancelo getting him no points along with Alisson. Trippier with 12 points. Maddison 11. De Bruyne 7. Bentancur with 2. Haaland with 5. And Mitrovic didn't play. So 57 points, which is fairly respectable. But the worst player of the week was David Harris. Surprise, surprise. And the best scorer of the week was Sim. So
come on,
big up. Still some points adrift from the top 3 though, Sim.
Look, considering the start of the season I had, I'm making
don't
a
give me
climb.
these Arsenal excuses from
Considering
last year.
the start of the season, I'm doing all right.
3 games in three losses in a row. Look
I'm climbing back. I've done well to climb it, to get it, claw it back.
What, you're just
clawing
going to
it back.
top 4 at the end of the season? Is that what you're going to do?
That means I'd have to get above you at some point.
I'm third.
Yeah, I know.
So you can get in 4th and then bottle it.
No chance. Not getting top
Without
4.
even getting above me.
I'm going to win the league, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I am.
And let's look at the highest goal scorer of FPL in general, and that's 123 points from the PL title winners is the name. He got Nick Pope in goal with 3 points, Gabriel for Arsenal with 15 points, Trippier with 12 points, with Van Dijk with 2, Dalot with 0, Salah captain getting him 30 points, Zaha with 12, Bernardo 1, Martinelli 3, and up front he had Kane 8 and Darwin 7, and he also used a bench boost where he had Danny Ward with 6, Saliba 8, Neves 7 and Greenwood 9.
How many goals is that for Neves this season now? Well, that must be quite a few. He's really starting to clock him up.
Is it 2 or 3?
I think it might be 4. 1, 2, 3. I think that's 4 goals now.
4, impressive.
Not bad, Ruben Neves.
Yeah, impressive. But that brings an end to this week's FPL show. We've seen all the winners and losers from our various leagues, and we've seen who is the shithead of the week, and that is myself, self-proclaimed shithead of the week. I think that we'll move on. We move on to the last week until the World Cup, which is next week. Shall we quickly take a look at actually the into the coming week and going into the last week of the until the World Cup? If you bring on my team, I think it's frozen now. I'll just run it through without showing you. But I've got Pope in goal, who've got Chelsea at home, Cancelo, Brentford at home, Trippier, Chelsea at home, Dalot, who's actually going to be suspended for this game. He's got Fulham away, so I've got to make a change there. Probably bring Estepinian, who's got Villa at home. I've got Gordon, Bournemouth away, Zaha, Forest away. Brentford are playing Man City, so I've got De Bruyne and Haaland for that one. Almiron will face Chelsea. Kane has got Leeds at home, and Mitrovic got Man United at home. So it's actually a fairly hard week this week for me.
My week is shaping up to be decent. Award is away at West Ham. I've got Trippier, Chelsea at home, Perisic, Leeds at home, and Robertson, Southampton at home. I've also got Eze and Zaha both playing Forest away, which definitely points up for grabs there. De Bruyne and Haaland, Brentford at home. Trossard, Villa at home, and Maddison, West Ham away. And then Edouard might be injured, but Cancelo apparently isn't suspended for the weekend because he's suspended for the Carabao Cup game.
What a touch that is for Man
so
City.
I'm probably going to put him in.
Aren't they?
So I'm going to put, he's on my bench at the moment, so I'll probably put him in for Edouard, who looks like he's injured. No, Man City are playing Brentford.
In the Cup?
Oh, in the Cup, yeah. Yeah. So I think I could be set for a big week next week.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. If you do beat me next week, we're level pegging going into the World Cup break. But we shall see what happens. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for our FPL show. Let us know your totals in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.